Hello everyone. So my name is Surya. I'm heading the women programs at KSUM. So as far as you know, this is an investment. Live It Her is primarily an investment readiness program. And in Kerala, you might be knowing about out of 7,600 startups, our women startups numbers are very less, like 353 startups. So we are working hard to bring them and educate them on how to do and scale their business. As part of it, we have also educated we have selected out of the 20 startups, we have selected four women startups who has given insights, and we work with them to the pitches, and they will be pitching you in front of you today. This is primarily for an investment pitch. Four women startups who are in different technologies and non-technologies will be pitching you. This is specific for the investors, and I hope that the women startup who are pitching today will be seeking funding opportunities with the investors, and I wish all the very best. So who are very much interested in funding these startups can remain seated and maybe get connected with them after this pitch. Thank you.
And Linen Symphony will come towards the end. I'll start with my presentation.
Massive amount of cloud waste. Cloud waste happening not because there's garbage, but just because there is unutilized resources. There's massive utilization of applications, unnecessary utilization of applications, and finally there are hack attacks that happen that utilize cloud cost like crazy. And to add to it, there's always a DevOps overhead that is managing the security. And what we have, this is like a control plane that we have that collects a lot of information and passes it on to our engine and then makes logical decisions, and these decisions are actually making sure that the right cloud, right application and right placement is there so that the cloud cost can completely be reduced. So first we do a lot of data collection, performance monitoring, AI-based application. All this goes into a machine that actually makes decisions, and then there's continuous optimization based on how customers' applications are present. So this is from a cost reduction perspective, month on month, I mean every single customer that we work with, we've actually done 40 to 60% reduction in cost. When we deployed our own application in our own platform, we actually saw 97% reduction. Not because we were underutilizing resources, it's just because it's so fragmented the way different people implement things. And 97% faster deployments, that's actually 30 seconds to get a new application live and running. So if Linen Symphony wants a website, we can have it up and running within like a day's time. So that's how fast we are, and then of course we guarantee about 99% uptime. These are some of our customers, but I have a big list of customers in the background. So the way we've worked is we've worked with pilot customers and we've moved on building parts of a platform, and then we've got our paying customers in place. I think I'll just move on to the market. It's about $8.5 billion market, primarily because multi-cloud adoption is high, AI adoption is high. Everyone's talking about how our AI can improve their lives, and more importantly, LLMs are growing at a massive spread. We are very differently placed. Like I said, we are AI first architecture, whereas everyone else is just reading numbers, but we are actually making decisions on behalf of the customer, and we are actually we're involving them in terms of decision making. So to repeat what we do, we connect to any cloud platform, any bare metal, any IoT device, and we collect a lot of information from them. While that is happening and the customer is deploying a new application, at that point of time, we give them the right placement or the right location where the deployment should happen or the application should live. So imagine your Airbnb, but Airbnb that gives you the right recommendation and right place. So that's how I would think of it in a nutshell. This is what our ecosystem has been. We were first invested by Antler about 4 years ago. Then we've had Expert Dojo, Right Side Capital, Mal Startup Chile. We've also raised a few grants from NetApp and Accenture. Recently, we got a small grant from NSR Cell. And we've been a part of CDOT and STPI as well. So the ecosystem has been super supportive in terms of even like CDOT related Gov projects and some amount of POC validation, especially in terms of patent filing. And with that, we filed about, we have 15 patents alone in pipeline, and we filed about 3 right now. 1 is granted, and we're adding more and more of those. We've built a strategic partnership pipeline already. This actually means we get access to about 200 enterprise customers. So far, we were dealing with SMB and startup medium segment. And with that, our growth is a little bit more, what do I say? The growth is very massive, and that will lead to about 2.5 million qualified leads that we have in pipeline at this point of time. And finally, I wanted to introduce myself, Nida, and then my CTO Afzal. And I think I gave a little bit of introduction. Both of us are from infrastructure background, working in Oracle, Hewlett-Packard, EMC, VMware, multiple clouds like that. We landed up writing back-end code for some of the cloud providers like Oracle Cloud. And what we have together is this entire ecosystem of how to work with different kinds of infrastructure and how to work with different kinds of applications. And finally, we are raising about 500K, and this is to scale our enterprise side of the business while our tech is 100% ready. And we have seen recurring numbers and resources coming in from the perspective of our SMB and startup business. We're looking at increasing our, expanding our partnerships and growing our enterprise GTM. And finally, with that, I know some of you all have already reached out. If there's anyone else who would like to reach out, I'd be more than happy to go over the demo, especially, and also explain how the tech works in order to simplify things a little bit further, and even demonstrate it to you how we can reduce your cost or your infrastructure know-how.
I've been in an enterprise space for the longest time, and one of the challenges that we found when it came to customers was the fact that a lot of time would go on in this something called as cloud. Cloud is so fluffy and so nice, it's supposed to be simple. So what I'm here today is to talk about my company, where we work on an autonomous platform that actually helps manage applications on different infrastructures and cloud platform. And we're looking at raising about 500K to scale our enterprise operations. And the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is so one of the things that we figured out very early in our journey with different customers is that everyone was pulling their hair with their cloud expenses going high. Especially the pockets were getting burned where enterprises would claim 40 to 60% of their costing or resource costing would go off in cloud expenses. And at the same time, what was also happening was compliances were a nightmare. Every time there was an issue, it would take about 3 to 4 days for somebody to bring up an application. So that's about 68% chaos in deployment and infrastructure. So it's very simple. We know how infrastructure works, and we know that there are given set of problems that customers face. So we then brought in AI. We then brought in AI to actually collect a lot of information about the infrastructure, about the applications, about the traffic, and then we put it down into one single platform that could make different inferences from an application perspective. I know the slide's a little skewed, but I think we'll just have to manage with it. Yeah. So there are actually 4 steps that we do that you can see, which are not 100% visible. So the 4 steps are actually data collection, making inference logic, and ensuring that the customer's application are rightly placed. And with that, what we've seen is about 40 to 60% cost reduction, 97% faster deployments, and about applications always running fast. So we have served a lot of customers. This is not just a theory. And few of these customers are based in Middle East, they're based in US. And with different strategic partnerships, we've also been able to scale our applications to a lot more paying customers. And we have seen a 10% growth MOM. And I'll just quickly move on to the market size. This is an 8.5 billion market, primarily because AI applications are growing and infrastructure is the need of the hour, and whether it's AI, non-AI application, everyone is using infrastructure. And how we uniquely position, we are not a cloud platform. We don't take care of just managing a cloud resource. We actually take care of managing multiple applications and making it a little bit more intelligent. So we are slightly differently positioned from traditional cloud platforms and differently positioned from multi-cloud management platforms. We have raised funds before, and one of our primary early investors was Antler. And when we raised funds initially, we did it at an MVP stage. And now that the product is ready, mature, and we have paying customers, we're raising the next set of round for distribution. So if you look at it, we have built a strategic pipeline partnership. We have also filed patents for our platform. And with that, what we want to do is with the 3 major partnerships, we are getting about 200 K enterprise deals. And in order to serve those customers, we are raising about 500K. Okay, we are raising about 500K for primarily sales and business expansion and a little bit of product enhancement when it comes to enterprise customers. And just to give you my background, this is what my slide was supposed to do. I'm 18 years experience. I have a patent and I have worked in a really large organization like Hewlett Packard, Oracle, EMC. My co-founder has about 29 years experience, again working in organizations like VMware, VMware, EMC, and various other organizations. And together we have a very strong team. We are trying to be lean. We are about 10 people, but we are scaling our team as and when we have more and more requirements coming in. That's it from my side.
So, are you someone who really loves their work? Because even if you do, there are days where we all feel stressed, burned out, overwhelmed, simply not productive, right? 24 hours a day, we spend 8 hours sleeping, 8 hours working, and the other 8 we spend it with our family, friends, simply trying to live. So when we think about it, 1/3 of our entire life is spent at work. So that quality of 8 hours not only affect our mental well-being, our relationship, our energy, but our entire life satisfaction. When I had my share of mental health issues, that's when I realized the mental health system in India is completely broken. 14% of the Indian population is suffering from mental health issues. And there is a care gap of 70 to 90%. And for every 1 lakh people, there is only 0.9 experts, psychologists and psychiatrists available. And 80% of the people who really need mental health support are not seeking it because they fear. They have the fear of judgment, the career impact and all. So 90% of the corporate employees below the age of 25 and 67% of people above the age of 45 are experiencing signs of anxiety. So why mental health at work matters and why now? We can't actually ignore the cultural shift. Today's employees, Gen Zs, are actually preferring workplaces where their mental well-being is considered, where they're actually seen and heard. And the productivity collapse. Absenteeism is actually costing more to the business than presenteeism. People are showing up but mentally disengaged, not contributing to the growth at all. And the staggering economic loss. According to WHO, untreated mental health conditions are causing a global loss of approximately $1 trillion. So workplaces shouldn't actually drain people, it should rather empower them. That's why at Mentally we are building workplaces which are environments where employees feel supported, understood and psychologically safe. So well-being should be different to each and every companies, right? Because your people is unique and your company is unique. That's why with our 3-layer architecture, we are building hybrid program that completely suits to your work culture. So our process is simple. Initially, we have the discovery and assessment phase, and second, we design from the insights from that we design and customize the program completely to suit your work culture. And third one is the implementation stage. Fourth one is the most important phase: measure and evolve. Because we believe that well-being is a journey, not a destination. So we use continuous analytics and feedback loops using real data to refine and improve the program so that it suits and adapts within your organization. So the market opportunity, the corporate wellness market is actually rapidly rising. The global market is valued at $100 billion and the Indian corporate wellness market will be $1.2 billion by 2033. And initially we will be focusing on the high stress sectors like IT, finance, healthcare and all. So 78% of the companies who have actually invested in employee assistance programs see higher retention with all these employee wellness programs. So in India, there are clinical providers like Amaha and My Peers and traditional employee well-being program providers like Silver Oak and few others. So what makes Mentally different is we, with our 3-layer architecture, we make sure that the program is completely customized to your culture, yielding better results. So this is our business model. We mainly have worked through subscription model, and that is completely customized as per the company needs. In addition, we have other add-on individual consultations at an average of 100 per sessions, and other revenue models are training modules and psychometric tools. So this is my team. Introducing my co-founder Aslam Siddiq. He is a clinical psychologist with over 10 plus years of experience in organizational psychology and clinical psychology, and my mentor and growth strategist Rajni Narayanan. So we have actually proven traction in B2C sector, and we are actually raising funds to expand to our corporate wellness sector, and we are seeking 65 lakhs to actually put it on technology development, priorly on technology development, to launch our second phase of our product, and also sales and marketing. So when companies actually focus into mental well-being, the company grows as a whole. So join us in our journey of transforming Indian workplaces.
If you go back to your slide on that subscription plan, okay, so you have shown an annual revenue per client as 6.8 lakhs. So I don't know whether you touched upon the type of clients and the number of employees in that. Can you elaborate a little more, and is it also explaining your, I'm looking at kind of a unit economics, if you cannot directly give that, but at least you can point to how it is looking like.
Sir, we have actually proven traction in our B2C sector. We have we have a monthly recurring revenue of 1 lakhs. In our B2B sector, we are currently expanding, and this is our assumed the unique economics, because we have few B2B clients that we are working on and about to sign MOU in the coming months. So what we have is we have already proven traction in our B2C, but in B2B we are currently expanding.
B2C, how many clients do you have?
Currently we have an average monthly recurring revenue of 1 lakhs.
That would be from how many customers?
Around 150 clients per month, sir. Because our average session charge is 1,000 per session.
Okay, and about your ask as well, there is a slide which said 65 lakhs. And what is the period, runway or roadmap? How does this ask of 60, I know you have broken it down to the where you're going to utilize it, but in terms of a period or a duration of each of your milestones, I mean, you may not have a slide, but you can tell us what is the runway we are talking about.
Yes, I haven't not included this in this slide, but we are seeking 65 lakhs for the next 18 months, because we will be priorly utilizing it for our product, enhancing our product development, and as well as acquiring more clients in our B2B. So we will be spending it on sales and marketing. So my mentor is also here. I would like to introduce him. Sir, please, can you say? My mentor, Rajni Narayanan.
Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Devika, this is your space. I don't want to come in between. I just wanted you to talk about the pilot project and some of the big enterprises which you are planning to sign up. That would be just thank you.
Okay. We have done the pilot program in Tiger Solutions. It's in Techno Park, and we have seen observable difference in employee wellness, stress, and burnout. And we are about to sign a few clients in upcoming months. One is based in Qatar and one is based in South Indian financial sector. And the discussions are ongoing, and they said verbally okay, and we'll be signing the MOU in upcoming few months.
Hi, good afternoon all. Myself Dr. Karthika Gobi, founder and CEO of Carbalim. We are a deep climate tech startup incubated at IIT Madras and IIM Lucknow, and proud to be part of KSUM. I did my PhD in UAE University in nature-based carbon sequestration, and also worked as a plant scientist in Middle East and carbon scientist in a UK-based company. My co-founders, Rahul, he is here. He is into green engineering solution, have 18 plus years of experience and successful deployment of several global projects. And Mr. Gopakumar, he is an expert in finance and operation and into experience in banking sector. So we three founders occupy 82% of the funding table, including the ESOP. And we have also raised an idea stage fund from Campus Fund VC. So our technology uses the trained, optimized version of 11 strains of microalgae consortium, and we have multi-patent applied air capture systems which captures carbon and air pollutants in urban spaces and industrial settings. So by installing our system, we can reduce 33% of AQI, increase the 33% of AQI impact, and reduce 98% of carbon in industrial settings. And the carbon which is sequestered in the algal biomass will help us to produce 1 ton of engineered biochar per meter square per year. And further, it helps us to monetize 2.6 tons of carbon credits per year. So our revenue comes at a one time from the hardware sale, and the recurring revenues yearly from biochar and carbon credits. So we know that the urban air quality is declining, and we have seen that especially in cities like Delhi, and we can see the reports that WHO have given 99% of our cities are having the problem of exceeding the safe limit of pollution. So nowadays, government is implementing more regulation into industries to mitigate the carbon emissions, as well as to our cities to improve the AQI levels. However, the carbon capture and the air purification technologies currently in the market is energy intensive, and also it is very expensive and may need large space of land for operations. So we are introducing our product as a solution here. What happens in the process is that the carbon dioxide and the other air pollutants present in the ambient air or from the flue gas sources is channeled into our carbon capturing system, which is infused of optimized version of carbon microalgae strains where algal photosynthesis take place, and the oxygen which comes as a byproduct goes out by improving the air quality, and the carbon in the biomass will be further utilized for the biochar production and also carbon monetization. So let me explain the process here again. We utilize the existing infrastructures for fixing the hardwares, and we'll infuse the trained microalgae consortium into this, where the carbon dioxide is injected from the external air, and the algal biomass, which is a resultant product, will be converted into biochar and will go for carbon credit methodation with Puro Earth. So these are some of the use cases. So we have seamless applications from industrial solution to building integrated solutions, standalone unit for ESG, CSR solutions, community solutions as well. So we also developed our own monitoring and report management system where we can real-time assess the air quality indices and also the growth matrices. We can integrate into the ESG values. Also, it helps the customer to get the visibility into it. So these are the target segments we are looking to: corporates, in real estates, smart cities, industrial clusters, and educational institutes. So these are some of the data analytics that comes from our installation. You can see here the level of CO2 being reduced by the before and after installation, as well as the pollutant varieties like volatile organic carbon, sulfur oxide, nitrous oxide, particulate matter being reduced by the system. So what makes us different from others is that we are scalable and modular, and we have the integrated value for the ESG platform with our real-time monitoring. So this makes us an ideal solution for industrial settings where they can showcase the carbon mitigation effects as well as air purification effects. We have a $1 trillion opportunity for market, and green building market is booming. Especially the carbon credit markets are expected to have a CAGR of 30% in 2030. So we have three go-to-market strategy, and we are aiming for a 1 million ton of carbon removal by 7 years of time and a revenue of $300 million after 7 years. So these are the tractions so far. We have been into several global stages and been winners in several events, have secured a prize money worth of 48.6 lakhs, and also now we are installing our pilots with several energy sectors, and it's around 1.85 CR. And also our strong pipeline is building up, and we have made too much commitments from several corporates, and altogether it gets to 63 CR. So we are requesting for an ask of 2.5 million US dollars for our second round. This is for our scaling up and also to get into the commercial level of projects around the world. So this is our global team. We have a very strong team globally, and also scientists on board as well as engineers and market specialists. Also key advisors from several universities, UAE University, Karuna Institute of Science and Technology, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. So that's all from Kablim. Thank you so much. Happy to take questions further. Yeah, this is a really new kind of market. Green, we know that green building solutions are there, but our relevance comes especially where the climate change effects are coming up, like 2030, and also the net zero target emissions that we have committed, especially developing nations like us. So this won't like backlag us from our development. Our idea is simple, like in urban spaces, where we cannot bring a carbon capture or a net zero mitigation strategy, we can bring in something which is science-based, also technology-based, so that we can see the real value in our eyes. So it's actually addressing the point source of carbon.
Good morning, everyone. Startup mission call, first call was for the Linen Symphony. I have a very sustainable and a beautiful concept to connect with Devika's mental health and Kartika's environmental problem. I'm standing here with the proud founder of Linen Symphony. Very simple, linen dresses, very sustainable fabric. Can I ask you one simple question? How many of them heard about linen and how many of them are using linen? Very few. Thank you, sir. See, why the people are hesitate to buy the linen dresses? There is two reasons. One, it is very plain and it is labeled for the politicians and aged people. There is no trendy dresses are available in the market. The first thing. Second thing, it is called a premium segment and it is very expensive. We broke the two lines. The skin that heals you and the planet. Linen acts as your second skin. We may feel like after the hectic schedule of your celebrations or a work culture, we are coming back to home. We just feel to remove the cloth and just put in Kerala we say lungi and the nightie. Because that kind of the fluctuation we are facing in this tropical climate. There is a solution for the environment and for you. This is my term. The Indian population is 1,400 million. We can consider it is 700. I am here projecting the women's sector. It is 700 million. Out of this 700 million, 218 million people are in urban ladies sector. That means they can afford a linen symphony dress worth 3,000 rupees in a month or in a year. So you just consider 280 million people. I am just taking only the urban category. That itself it's make 700 billion business. And I am not talking about the Indian market. You just take the out of this 280%, don't consider that everybody is buying. I am taking only the 5% of the urban women. You can see here all of them are sitting in urban category. If I'll take only the 5%, out of this 5%, a person will buy one sustainable fabric that heals your skin and the environment. That itself is make 35 billion. I am locating in Kerala. The tropical climate is affected the South India. In South India, there is 56 million urban category women are staying and they can afford easily 3,000, 4,000 rupees. I am taking only the 2%. That itself makes you 1.12. If you are getting an opportunity, a trendy, sustainable fabric which heals your skin, definitely the people will buy. So that itself is I can make. If a people will buy only the 2% of the urban category, itself I can make 280 crore. Way so far. It's only 18 months is over, not even a 2 year. I have very less than 100 customers. No marketing strategies, no website, no Instagram or social media platform. I'm selling every month less than 200 pieces, making every month less than 4 lakhs rupees turnover. That means last 18 months I crossed 66 lakhs. My projection, now I told you that I'm making 120, below 150 pieces in a month. I can easily touch 500 by the March of 2026. So if I could touch 500 pieces, itself makes 15 lakhs in a month. Clearly, without all your expenses, I am making 40% profit. How Linen Symphony is economical? I start with the 2 points that people are not hesitated to buy linen because it is very expensive. Linen Symphony is following very systematic system that is called cloud tailoring. Being a part of Linen Symphony, I don't have any factories, I don't have a large production unit. I am following cloud tailoring method. That means anybody can make a sewing machine, a tailoring machine space, they can be a part of Linen Symphony. Already I am having more than 10 tailors, those who are working with their home itself. There are some of them are ladies, some of them are physically disabled people. So I don't need, from within an 180 square feet, I made it almost a 1 crore business. My ask is 1 CR. Why I am asking you? So touching this 1 CR, I have only 180 square feet where I am stocking my fabric, I am doing my QC, everything. So touching a huge number, that means if I want to do 280 crore business, I need to have an infrastructure. For that I am looking for 30% of my money, the investment I will use it for the production capacity expansion. There are lots of things I could type it on the PPT, and 40% is I am using for the capex and 30% is definitely I need to have a brand visibility. Now I am making sales only from the mouth publicity. For that I have to make the website and do the collaboration with the celebrities, and also I need to set up some pop shows and exhibition. For that I am using this 30%, and the last is for the running expenditure. So this is my team. And that's it. Very simple. Everybody can afford, sustainable, durable. Thank you so much. Any questions? Very simple. And if I am taking 1 CR and I can give it back just to sell 11,000 pieces. That's it. Very simple method. Anybody can join with us.
Can you explain on the breakup of your ask, what exactly you are going to use this 1 crore for? Was there a slide? I mean.
See, actually now I am having only very small space to do this for logistics, and right now I am having the customers even Australia, GCC and all. So if I'll expand the business, that means I need to deliver more pieces. I need to have a large godowns, because I don't want for the factory setup, but I need to have a logistic department and R&D department. For these and all, I need to have a space. For minimum, I'm looking for a 6,000, 7,000 square feet. And also I have to do before going to the cloud model tailoring, we did it for myself and make many pieces. For that, and the R&D department we need for the infrastructure and building a team. That means right now we are having only 7 to 8, 10 tailors, including the embroidery and beads work, everything. So for that also I need to have a 1 lab to make the samples. For these purposes, I am planning to use 40%, and right now I don't have even a website. So hitting the global market, I need to have a very strong e-commerce website, and I have to do some kind of collaboration at least with Mammootty Mohanlal. For that I need to have money, and also I am planning to connect to all the exhibitions, pop-up shows, everything whatever is happening in especially in South India. So I can be the people, those who are all the celebrities are for the sustainability. So hitting the market is not at all a problem for Linen Symphony. I have the confidence. Within these 2 years, I made it. I have the customers. Last Mender Conclave, I pitched. I got beautiful customers from Kerala Startup Mission itself. Now I'm thinking that if I could have been a stall here, at least I can sell 5,000 pieces. Sir, I'm giving you the sustainable solution for 3,000 rupees. See, there are already proven things. Fab India. It's my competitors are Fab India, but you won't get the price. Silent Symphony's price, you won't get a linen shirts or linen kurta from Fab India. See, market is huge. Only I'm a very short lady having very limited resources. I can't blast the global market. I am looking for not only for the investment. I'm looking for somebody who can support me, accompany with me to make Linen Symphony a global brand. I'm not at all a tech savvy person. If somebody will ask you to send a document, I'm not able to do, but I can make a good business. Anything else, sir? Anyway, Kerala Startup Mission, thank you so much for this opportunity. While I was doing this pitch presentation, preparing for the pitch presentation, I was telling to Surya madam that I got an immense energy. What a fantastic market is in Kerala itself. I never had touched it. Thank you, Kerala Startup Mission, for making and giving that inspiration to take the Linen Symphony as a global brand. Thank you so much, and I'm inviting that those who are sitting in this venue have to experience at least a one Linen Symphony dress and feel the comfort. Thank you so much. Thank you.